When the most powerful voice inside a locker room suddenly backs a rookie quarterback, the entire power structure of a team can change overnight. And that's exactly what just happened inside the Cleveland Browns. Because after one explosive performance, defensive superstar Myles Garrett sent a message so loud that the entire organization had to hear it. His message? Rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders might already be the guy in Cleveland. And if that's true, then head coach Kevin Stefanski suddenly finds himself facing one of the most uncomfortable decisions of his entire career. But to understand why this moment is exploding across the NFL, you have to start with the throw that made the entire Browns sideline lose its mind. Because in the middle of a dominant game against the Las Vegas Raiders, something happened that instantly changed how people inside the building looked at their rookie quarterback. The play wasn't supposed to be spectacular. In fact, it nearly collapsed completely. The protection broke down. The pocket started collapsing. And suddenly, the rookie quarterback was running for his life. Most young quarterbacks panic in that situation. Some throw the ball away, some take the sack. But Shedeur Sanders did something completely different. He escaped the pressure, reset his feet while defenders were closing in, and launched a deep strike down the field. The ball traveled more than 50 yards through the air and dropped perfectly into the hands of wide receiver Isaiah Bond. The entire Browns sideline exploded. Players were jumping. Coaches were yelling. Teammates were looking at each other like they had just witnessed something rare, because that wasn't a routine NFL throw. That was a throw that only a small group of quarterbacks on the planet can make. And apparently, Myles Garrett noticed it immediately. After the game, Garrett had every reason to talk about himself. After all, he had just recorded 3 sacks in a defensive performance where Cleveland's defense crushed the Raiders with 10 total sacks. But instead of focusing on his own dominance, Garrett did something very interesting. He started talking about the rookie quarterback, specifically that throw. Garrett looked directly at reporters and said something that immediately grabbed headlines. There aren't many guys in this league who can make that throw. Now, when a normal teammate says something like that, it might not mean much. But when Myles Garrett says it, people listen. This is a Defensive Player of the Year, a multiple-time first-team All-Pro, one of the most dominant defenders in football. Garrett has spent years chasing elite quarterbacks around the NFL. He's seen the best of the best. So when he says a rookie just made a throw that most quarterbacks can't make, that carries serious weight. And that one moment was just the beginning. Because Shedeur didn't stop there. Later in the game, he connected with Jerry Jeudy on a beautiful 39-yard strike, showing off touch and accuracy down the field. Then came another play that sent the crowd into chaos. A simple screen pass to running back Dylan Sampson turned into a 66-yard touchdown. Now, technically, that play goes down as a screen. But quarterbacks still need the timing, the calm, and the decision-making to execute those moments. And suddenly, something felt different about the Browns' offense. The energy was higher. The sideline looked alive. Players were celebrating every big play with the rookie quarterback, and inside the locker room, people started believing. But the wildest part of this story is how unlikely it was for Shedeur Sanders to even be in this position. Because just a few months ago, his NFL journey looked completely different. Heading into the draft, many analysts believed Shedeur could be a first-round pick. Some projections even had him going in the top 10. He had the resume, he had the leadership, and he had the spotlight, especially after playing under his father, NFL legend Deion Sanders, during his college career. But then, draft night arrived, and things went sideways. The first round passed, no Shedeur Sanders. The second round passed, still nothing. The third round came and went. And suddenly the slide became the biggest storyline of the draft. Finally, with the 144th pick, the Cleveland Browns selected him in the 5th round. For some people, it was shocking. For others, it confirmed the doubts that had been quietly circulating around the league. Some scouts questioned his arm strength. Others wondered if he could succeed without his father coaching him. There were rumors about contract expectations and media attention. And like many highly visible prospects, Shedeur became an easy target for criticism. But what happened after he arrived in Cleveland made the story even more surprising, because instead of competing for the starting job, he got buried on the depth chart. Shedeur entered the Geo.